How's it going, everybody? My name is Osprey, and welcome to rewriting The Walking Dead with Merle as the protagonist. Now, this idea is heavily inspired by Magnus Roberts' videos. If you have not watched them, I highly recommend them. I'll have the link to his description of his channel. Great Walking Dead channel. I highly recommend it. And the general idea, also I kind of wanted to say this before anything, is I'm sorry for not uploading for a few months. Life has been very, very busy for me, okay? I tried to come back for one video, and it's been a bit hectic, okay? Life has not been ideal, but I'm back for a little bit to do this, because I really wanted to do this a long time ago, and I've been kind of doing these off on my own time, just because I've been bored and had nothing to do for the last few days, and I'm like, hey, let's have to record it. And I think it would be interesting if we had Merle and Daryl as the protagonists. Now, usually what we do, and the general concept is, we try to rewrite The Walking Dead randomly with the wheel, like this. So we have a random wheel. Actually, I probably should go ahead and take Merle and Daryl off, which, look at that, they're right next to each other. How convenient. But, excuse me. But this is the genuine concept, is we randomly write to see who are the main protagonists and all that. I already got all that sorted out. And since we have two protagonists, usually if there's one, you put immunity on them for an entire series. But since there's two, what I like to do is I like to make them last till season 9. Which, in contrast, means I have to add another main character since, well, it'd be kind of stupid to have the majority of the characters be immune. So anyway, that is the genuine concept. We're going to see how this entire rewrite goes. We're rewriting the entire show, not the games, which is what I usually I've done. I usually play the games on the channel, which I have not done in a very long time. But in this timeline, we're gonna watch the show. So spoilers ahead for the show if you have not watched it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Also, I need to go ahead and I have a little chart here that I have, which is nice. So Merle and Daryl. Apologize for any spelling mistakes. I am stupid. I was gonna say dyslexic, but reality is I'm just illiterate and bad at spelling. So let's go ahead and see who is Merle's love interest. Who is this going to be? So I guess the storyline in this version is going to be Merle is going to try and stop being a racist with the help of his brother. That's the best general concept I have. All right, so who's his love interest? Oh my God, Ed. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? You know what? This works. Okay, listen. Okay, we're gonna have Merle be gay, so we can. Okay, so we're gonna have Sophia be the main child. She's gonna take Carl's role, right? Season 8. Whatever that works. Okay, now again, I'm gonna add another main character because usually you're supposed to have 7, but I'll have 8 in this. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Where the hell is Ed? Or not Ed? Fuck, what's her name? Sophia. There she is. Oh, okay, we're off to a great start. So let's see, we got, okay, so we need a total of 8 main characters, right? Is that right? We're 9 main characters. 9, I think we need 9. In total we have, what, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4, so we need a few more. Okay, that is hilarious. I like it, though. We're having Ed be Merle's love interest. That's freaking great. And we'll have Sophia look out for, be the child, which I kind of thought would be a good idea, like even like before, is having Ed at least be close. I just figured he'd be a main character, not the love interest, but I do like that. That is very funny, so we'll do that. So Eliza, okay, we'll have Eliza as well, be a main character. That's not, there you go, my God. Okay, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is probably not a good idea, adding 2 main protagonists, but we're going with it. Who else are we bringing in? Please be Carol. Damn it. We could do like a whole fucking Shane situation. Alright, we're gonna bring in Jim, of all people. I keep forgetting. I don't know why this is, for me, difficult to remember. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. What? 3, 4, 5, 6. Lori, okay. Lori. Alright, 7. That should be 7, so we should add 2 more just to make up for the immunities. Glenn! Holy shit, Glenn's gonna be a main character. I feel like every time I've done this, Glenn just hasn't been that important to the story. Alright, and who else? And also, this is going to turn into our side character wheel. And I've already have some preempt ones. Already made some before, just so I don't have to think about them. So I have some pre-written, pre-built ones. So who's the next main character? Andrea. Okay, we'll go with that. Andrea. Why did I capitalize the N? I can't spell. Alright, this is going to be my downfall. Is you're going to learn how bad I am at spelling. So we have 11 main characters. There really should be 8 main characters if I did my math right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Okay, we should have 9 main characters for simplicity's sake. So there we go. So this is also off of his model with a couple of changes. I've added the whole Morgan and Dwayne thing. I know he's done this, but I kind of have my own version of it. That, and when we get to here, when we get to the Green family, I just roll for 2 farm characters to become mains and 2 Atlantic characters to become mains. Then the show Meg and Herschel became main characters, and Daryl and Carol became main characters, just to keep the continuity alive. Now, does Garmilio come with us, or however you spell his name? Or excuse me, who gets handcuffed to the roof? Hold on, I'm skipping way too far ahead. Who is going to get the shit beat out of them and left for dead? I have a really fucked up version if it's someone No, okay, well, it can't be a child. So I really should have thought about this. So it can't be a kid. It's not a kid, okay? Carl, it didn't happen to Carl. It happened to... No. Oh, no! Okay, so if you played the Walking Dead Destinies game, that's pretty much that scene. Listen, we told you, this is the beginning, okay? Merle's still a racist, okay? So, he fucking does what he does in the Walking Dead Destinies game, okay? He kicks him, so Rick, I guess, in this context, just diffused the situation. Oh my god, okay, the Walking Dead Destinies scene, alright? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Just for simplicity's sake, that is... That's beautiful. Now, does Garmilio come with us? If that's how you pronounce his name. So let's go ahead and see how this works with him. Okay, landed on tails, which is what? No, he doesn't. He is dead. Thank God. I don't have to spell his name all the time. I'm sorry, Garmilio, but I don't have to spell your name all the time. So sorry, you dead. Alrighty. What happens to Morgan and Dwayne? Now, normally you just flip to see. What was that? What was that? I think I'm losing my mind. I heard something. I'm losing my shit. What the fuck? Was that the game? I think that may have been my headphones. So I'm just gonna turn that off because that actually kind of scared me for a quick second. I thought someone was behind me. Anyway, where was it? Morgan Dwayne. So usually for Morgan Dwayne, usually flip to see who survives and lives. Here I do a D4 roll, and to see what happens to them, and if they both die, as you can see, Eastman will live, just so we can have that story be completed. So let's see, what happens? What do we get? Okay, we got a 3. What's a 3? They both live. Wow, so Morgan and Dwayne will survive in this context. You know what? It makes beautiful sense. If this is a story where Merle will no longer be a racist, we have to have a lot of black characters. So, so Ed, who gets Ed's death? Who gets the shit beat out of them, and then eaten by a walker? No. Oh my God, no. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. How do we? Why is he beaten up? Why is the child beaten up? What did Merle do? Okay, I need to think of something. What would Merle have done for a child to be beaten? Okay, you know what? I got it. So, Dale gets pissed off with Merle about T-Dog, and wait, hold on, I'm trying to think. You know what? Morales gets pissed off about what Merle did. He's like, you racist bastard! You just kicked T-Dog to the fucking curb because he was black, you son of a bitch. And they start fighting, right? But Louis comes up and he tries to break up the fight, but Merle, I should say, accidentally hits fucking hits Louis, causing another fight with Morales to take place. But fortunately, as he's resting from a black eye that Merle gave him, he gets eaten by a walker. That's fucked up. Okay, if it lands on Morales, I will change it. Oh my God, it's all the children. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Louis, even though it's spelled like Lewis in my opinion, but whatever. Carl. Okay, so Carl just had to use the bathroom and get beaten. Jesus, it's always the kids in this timeline. I swear to God, it's always the children. So one, at least two main kids are gonna be alive consistently through the series for a while. Anyway, good God, this is brutal. And who gets Jim's death? Who gets bitten and decides to be left on the side of the road? If it lands on Miranda. Okay, I'm gonna work with something here. This is my rewrite, so I can do what I want. We're gonna change it to Miranda who gets Ed's death, and Louis gets Jim's death, because Miranda, it'll just happen in reverse, where maybe he says some shit to Morales. You know what? No, I got it. So old Merle here says some shit to Morales. Miranda gets up in his face and he just smacks the shit out of her to prove to Ed. You know, in honor of his boyfriend, Ed. They're both women beaters, alright? They both... God! This is the dark version of The Walking Dead, holy shit. Why did I choose Merle and Daryl? I just figured they'd be funny protagonists, and this is just dark. Okay, so... who leaves to look for their family? So, who leaves oh my God, who leaves to go find extended family or just family in general? That makes sense. Shane wanted to leave anyway, so we'll just say Shane leaves by himself. I don't think Rick would go with him since Carl and all them are here. So Shane just leaves and will eventually become his savior. So that's interesting. So good old Shane goes. And have I had Dr. Jenner? Not yet, but I will. Jenner. ER. God. Once again, you're going to learn my terrible spelling. Now, how many people are going to die? I believe that is it. Yes. So, how many people are going to die in Season 1? Let's see. Now, also, real quick, I know there was this chaos thing that he recently did with the Nick video. I have not implemented that because I have not learned it, so we're just going to stick to this version. So, how many people are dying in the end of Season 1? Just one person. So, one person will be staying behind and getting blown up. I hope it's Jenner, so we can say he just decided to end his life. God damn it. Why would Rick stay? What the fuck would cause him to stay? What would cause him to stay? Like, what the fuck would cause him to stay with Lori? I don't think that doesn't make sense. It would have to be like Andrea. Well, Andrea can't be Andrea in this timeline. I have to think, but this makes no sense. Why the fuck would Rick die? Why would Rick leave and stay behind and kill himself? Maybe, okay. So maybe, you know what? Okay. There should be 3 deaths. Who else died? Miranda, that's right. Okay, you know what? Okay, I can work with this. So Eliza, after seeing her mom get eaten, right, is just scared, right? She's scared that she's gonna die. Also, I need that Dr. Jenner here. Is scared she's gonna die. You know, everyone's scared. She's freaking out, and Rick decides to go and calm her down. Why isn't it Carl? Because I just don't think that's the thing Carl would do. And Morales is just distraught at this rate. So Rick tries to calm Eliza down and tries to get her out. But by the time he gets out, it's too late, and Rick blows himself up. So Rick dies a hero in this timeline. So, damn, Rick Grant. What the hell just happened? What did I just do? Okay, I think, yeah, okay, I sorry, I did something wrong in there. So Rick died a hero. He tried to save poor little Eliza since her mom died. He tried to help her, grieve, but it was too late when he got her out and he gets blown up. Or maybe a fucking rock from the explosion just hits in the back of the head. Actually, that's funnier. Alright, a rock fucking hits Rick in the back of the head during the explosion, like Dale and Andrea, but a rock hits Rick in the back of the head and kills him. Who gets shot? This is actually the first time we're rolling the main character wheel. So who gets shot? Oh, that's perfect. It's perfect. Since she's our Carl stand-in. Or no, that would be Sophia. Whoops. Oh, but that's still... Okay, you know what? We'll go with it. So Eliza... A little Eliza Rouse. I'm gonna call Eliza Morgan for some reason. Oh my god. Shot. I keep doing that for some reason. Oh my god, yeah, let's just, yeah, Eliza, in Eliza fucking, state. She gets shot, by who? Who accidentally shoots her, and this character will ultimately become the Otis death. Oh, no! Oh, that's terrible. Poor frickin' Beth. Alright, so Beth, is out hunting with, Otis, accidentally shoots, Eliza. God, that's just depressing, man. Good lord. Let's go ahead and add all of these guys to the main group. That's depressing. Losing Beth out like that in this version. I mean, it was depressing how she died in the original, but in this timeline it's even worse, I think. Alright, who got shot? Eliza got shot. Sorry, I had longer in my throat. And poor Beth shot him. And who is going to get scared and ultimately, gets eaten by walkers? It's kind of funny we don't have kids, so it's going to be a main character. Amy. Why would an adult do that? Okay, so we're going to say is while they're out hunting, she hears a gunshot. She hears a gunshot, and she goes to check it out. And she sees it was, even though it's not what happened in the original timeline, it was actually in the reverse where, but whatever, this is the rewrite, I'm going with it. She hears the gunshot, right? She hears the gunshot go off. She goes to check out, and she saw it was, and she's looking constantly for them, but she goes missing, right? She doesn't find her way back. So poor Amy. Oh, but that's great for Andrea. But Amy goes off and kills, or Amy goes, what the fuck am I saying? Goes missing. Man, this season's not nice and blonde so far. Damn. Alright, so who are the two main farm characters who will become main protagonists, and who are the two from Atlanta? Jackie? Okay, we can work with that. Jackie and Herschel. Okay, we can work with that. Herschel and Jackie, if I spell her name right. I don't think I spelled Herschel's right. Damn it. Maybe I should just, like, you know, yeah, words. Anyway, who else becomes main protagonists? Maggie or Patricia? Maggie or Patricia? Maggie. Okay, so nothing changes. Maggie will become a main character. Cool. So we get Maggie, which means I need to go ahead and add all of these guys. Go ahead and copy them. And Jenner! Okay, that's interesting. Jenner actually becomes a main character in this version instead of one of these characters. So Jenner. So we're going to go ahead and add them. And let's go ahead and open a new thing here, which I believe should be the prison. Here we go. So now Jenner is now a main protagonist. That is interesting, having Jenner. So what do we do next? I believe it's Otis. So who kills the Otis stand-in? Who shoots them in the leg? We have a lot more main characters than we should, but it's fine. Oh, it'd be beautiful if it was Daryl. Oh my god, that's worse. Maggie kills her sister? Okay, so this is a much darker version of Maggie. So since Maggie accidentally shot a child, maybe Maggie's not okay with that. You know, she doesn't like what her sister did. She's like, you know what, Beth, you're too fucking reckless. You're gonna get us killed. So I'm gonna do what I have to, and shoots poor Beth in the leg. That is fucked. That is so fucked. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm still recording. God, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. My god, Maggie, you're fucked up in this timeline. How's Glenn gonna feel about this? Oh yeah, because they're main protagonists too, ain't they? They're main protagonists. Jesus Christ. Who knows? Maybe, you know, Maggie's taking a darker path early on, I guess. Now, who's gonna get Daryl's death? Or not Daryl's death. Fucking, Dale's death. Who gets their stomach ripped open while trying to defend... What's the name? It can't be Merle. It cannot be Merle. Merle literally is impossible to die right now. He cannot die until season 11. Okay, when we get to season 11, his death will be questionable. They really want it to be fucking Merle. No, sir. Merle is a survivor. I don't want it to be Herschel either, because Herschel's one of my favorites. Did I not put the immunity for Ed? I did not. Whatever. Ed is supposed to be immune until season 3. No! No! Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, shit. Glenn gets it. I don't think I spelled his name right, but whatever. Fuck me. So Glenn, unfortunately, I feel like there's a lot less deaths than there should be in this moment, but whatever. So Glenn's trying to defend Randall. He's like, look, Randall, he's not this bad guy. We don't know him. He went to school with Maggie. He might be an alright guy. We can't just kill him. But he, as he's contemplating in this decision, he gets his stomach ripped open. Good God, by a walker. Just son of a bitch. Why? Why did it have to fucking be Glenn? Alright, anyway, so who kills, what's his name? Merle. Huh. Merle? Should it be Merle in this? When we just reverse it? Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we'll say Merle did it. We'll say Merle killed the okay, so here's how it's gonna go. How? Okay. I don't know how. Okay. Well, okay. We'll see how this goes. Let's just roll for somebody else. It cannot be fucking Merle. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have a terrible version of this I can do. Oh Jesus. I can't do that. No. No. Okay. I can work with this though. So Merle kills Randall, right? We're doing a little different. Usually it's supposed to be how it's supposed to be is it would be Herschel, but you know what? I like this. So Merle is going off a darker path, and if I could spell his name, that'd be great. But Merle kills Randall, right? And pins it on Herschel. And Herschel's Randall. I don't think that's how you spell his name, but whatever. Herschel. But Herschel finds out. Herschel finds out that he killed that Merle killed Randall. And Merle's like, you know what, old man, you don't know what has to be done, right? You're too soft, you're too weak. It's too weak to keep doing this, all right? And he convinces him to put his shotgun down, but ultimately he ends up stabbing him, saying, "Damn you, it was you, not me, old man." And ultimately ends with Herschel being stabbed in the chest by fucking Merle. Damn. So Merle's definitely more on the villain path than this. You know, when I said this is gonna be a redemption arc, this is a redemption arc for being a racist. Okay, this is not a redemption arc in being a good person, just not being a racist, which is a path of being a good person, but not the path in this timeline. Okay. God. Okay, it's just a minor thing. All right, so 3 people are dying. So only 3 characters are dying, which there's a lot of main characters. Alright, we're losing Patricia Morales. Oh my god. Poor freaking Eliza. Just lost her entire family within 2 seasons. Jesus. Where's Morales? You know, I always have a hard time finding him. So we lose Morales. We lose who else? God, we're already so low on our main side characters. Otis. So Otis gets just eaten. That's fine. I mean, who gives a shit about Otis, really? He was just there. He was just there. And who's going to be their final one? God, we have like no one from... God, if it landed on fucking Dale or Carol, that's it for our Atlanta. God, we have 3 side characters! Jesus Christ, maybe we need to relax on the mains here for a little while. Anyway, it was what, 3? It was Otis, Morales. If I can spell their names. And who else just died? Was it Jimmy or Patricia? Jimmy. That's right. I don't know why I forgot that. God, we only have 3 fucking side characters. This is one thing I also have a constant problem of doing, is I kill off way too many characters. Like, early on. Okay, season 3. So, which means, normally Ed would get immunity at this point, by the way. I forgot to add it, but it doesn't matter. You're here, it worked out. Who's gonna get separated? Oh, God, we're in season 2. Who gets separated and saved by Michonne? Why do I keep forgetting to do that? God damn. Alright, who's going to get... Well, Eliza isn't a main character, so I get... Well, no, wait. You know what? No, I was about to say, wait, the governor. Okay, so we're not going to do a creepy thing with the governor. Okay, he's not going to be a weirdo and he's going to be a fucking PDF file here. He's going to be he's going to... You know what? After Eliza lost her parents and Michonne found her, she's going to have a somewhat, father-daughter relationship with the governor. Since she lost her real family, she just lost her dad. She's and Michonne's kind of raising her for a little while because you know it's a child. Don't want a child to die. Michonne's looking out for poor little Eliza, but Eliza looks at the governor as a father. All right, this is cinema. All right, this is cinema. What we're doing right here. Anywho, actual season 3 now. So anyway, Ed was supposed to have immunity. He doesn't. So who gets bitten on the leg? Who loses their leg while trying to scout the prison? I probably should have. Did I have Michonne? I generally don't remember. Well, it can't be Eliza now, can it? Because she's not even at the fucking prison. I did have Michonne. Let's go ahead and put Woodbury here just for simplicity's sake. Woodbury. Anyway, who gets bitten on the leg and loses it? Oh my god. No, let it be Merle. Let it be beautiful. Oh my god, yes. Okay. So Merle Dixon gets bitten. Alright? Everyone's like, oh my god, Daryl. Or Merle. One leg. And Daryl, obviously needs to be Daryl here. Left leg. Daryl loses... Merle. God. Their names are too similar. But Merle gets bitten on the leg, and Daryl hacks his leg off. So... There's a little something there. So Merle Dixon loses his leg. Yeah. So who's gonna get Big Tiny's death? Who gets their head beat in by, what's his name? Tomas. Big Tiny. Now I do screw up and kind of I accidentally put Andrew here, where it was supposed to be Axel. So more fool me here. So let's go ahead. Oscar and Axel. Kaboom. Alright, now let's just go ahead and just open this up for a later moment, aka the Alexandria. Okay, so not many side characters. We have like little to fucking none. Wait, was it Big Tiny who died? Big Tiny got the normal death, right? Yeah, Big Tiny got his normal death. So let's go ahead and just add all these people to the alive category. I'll add Judith in a minute if Lori... oh yeah, Lori's still around, so that actually means Judith is around, isn't it? Haha, that worked out. Where the fuck is Big Tiny? Anyway, Big Tiny, you dead. You dead, Big Tiny. Dead. Who's next? I'll just put the same. And who kills Tomas? Who was like, you know what, Tomas, I get it. Shit happens. Who does he attempt... who does Tomas throw the walker onto and he ends up killing? Fucking Sophia. How? How the fuck does he get killed by a child? Okay, so we'll say, I guess we'll go with Sophia because that's just funny. So Sophia, God, I'm sorry. This is what I mean. I can't spell with a damn. So Sophia, it's like, you know what? I get it. Shit happens and fucking kills Tomas. I love this rewrite so far. This is beautiful. It was Merle when it made sense, but anyway, who gets Lori's death? Who ultimately gets locked in the boiler room and dies? If it's Lori, then we'll just say it's the normal scenario. Well, thankfully Daryl has immunity, so he can't even die at this rate. He can't die yet, okay? It's season 9. He can only die by the bridge. They really wanted to be... No, don't let it be Maggie. God, okay, that scared me. Which also, I guess I need to decide if... would she be... there's really no one for her to be together with in this timeline, so I guess she's just single. Because, I mean, Jim be kind of weird. Be kind of weird with Jenner, yeah. No! Oh, no. Fucking Ed. Okay, well, he lost his immunity anyway. I was supposed to add it, but poor Ed. So Ed, our lover boy Ed, fucking, I guess maybe after Merle, you know what, I got it. There were walkers coming in after he, you know what, maybe Ed chopped his leg off. Maybe Ed chopped his leg off. No, you know what, he was there with Daryl and Merle. He goes off to fight off some walkers that were coming towards the boiler room where Merle lost his leg, but he sacrificed himself to save his boyfriend, Merle, which is absolutely just peak main character right there. All right, we lose our boy Ed. All right, he was an asshole, but he was not all bad. And then we lose Carol. Jesus. Okay, well, God damn it. Maybe, you know what, you know what, hold on. I got this, okay? We're gonna change that a little bit. So, Ed sacrificed himself for Carol, right? Or, no, I guess that doesn't make fucking sense. Carol, is also, you know, Carol and Ed both went to help out the surgery with Merle, right? They both try to help out with Merle's leg, right? After he gets bitten. And they both are getting walkers and they both get devoured. So that you know, they go out together. There you go. Now, who kills Andrew? Who throws Andrew? Or doesn't throw Andrew? Who locks him out? Locks him out. Or no, sorry. Who shoots Andrew? Damn it. Sorry. I forget this death. I get him confused with what Rick did. Axel. So Axel in this timeline. Instead of Oscar, it's Axel who decides to shoot him and prove his loyalty to the group. How interesting. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll add Judith. Let's go ahead and add Judith. And she's gonna be immune. I don't see a reason to ever kill her off in this timeline. Judith is immune for the rest of the series. She's gonna be our legacy character. Now, does Gargiulo reform and join the prison? Who, if you don't remember Gargiulo, I don't blame you. He was literally like a one-time character in the show. This is the version Shane kills or T-Dog kills. Alright, it's Tails. Does he even die? Yeah, no. So he is dead. So Neil. God dang it. Gargiulo unfortunately does not make it out of season 3 alive. Same thing happens. T-Dog just shoots Gargiulo in the back. This is beautiful. All right, this is the arc coming to a complete, becoming going in a full circle. Right, this is the arc going in a full circle. Who's gonna get kidnapped? Who gets kidnapped? Merle. Okay. Well, here's what we'll do. We're gonna say Merle and Daryl are kidnapped. Merle and Daryl are kidnapped. Since Merle lost his leg, well, why would Merle go out there? He just lost his leg. That doesn't make any sense. Never mind. I thought I don't know what I was thinking. Hold on. Let's roll for that, and then we'll go with somebody else. They really want. They keep wanting it to be Merle. Okay, we'll just say Merle. Fuck it. Merle somehow. Maybe Merle had a map or had a radio or something. Was trying to help out with Daryl. But ultimately, they both get captured by T-Dog, which is like a beautiful irony. He's like, that's beautiful. And who's gonna get the Oscar death? It literally cannot be Judith. She, one, is a baby. That wouldn't make sense. And two, she's immune for the rest of the series. Patricia. Okay, well, not the biggest death in the world. Losing Patricia sucks, but not the saddest thing. Patricia. Alrighty, now we need to add our handcuffed person, aka T-Dog, to the main wheel. Oh, also got to add Milton. Now, every time I do this, Milton always gets shot in the fucking head by the governor. I mean, he always does it when I do this. Let's go ahead and add Milton and T-Dog. For some reason, I thought Shane was it, but no, Shane left the group. So let's see here. Axel's death now. Typically, fucking Milton gets shot in the head. Does the pattern continue, or is it gonna be somebody else? Even though okay, it's gonna be Oscar. So they just get rid of the reverse deaths in this timeline. Or no, excuse me. Wait. Who the fuck took? Wait, what? I'm confused. Patricia. That's right. So Oscar took Axel's death. So Oscar in this timeline gets shot. Gets shot in the head by the governor. Very, very, very tragic. You know what? Nah, I can't even go with that. That wouldn't be funny. I can't always go with the race thing. Can't really race be the main thing in the storyline, even though it kind of is. Even though I kind of said it would be with Merle being a racist and everything. Anywho, the hitchhiker. Do they pick up the hitchhiker? Which again, so is Merle slowly lighting up, or is he still on a dark path? This is kind of determining that. Okay, well, we got a heads. What does heads say? They do. So Merle is starting to lighten up a little bit. All right. After T-Dog came in, he picks him up. So we're gonna add the hitchhiker. Now, the real actor's name was Russ. This is Russ. All right. That was the real actor's name, and he passed away. So we're gonna have him be go here. So we're gonna add Russ. Now, who is gonna take Merle's death? So it has to be a man. Who goes after the governor and decides, you know what, fuck you, governor, I'm gonna kill you. Or, I can't, God, that was terrible. Who goes after the governor? Well, it can't be Merle now, can it? Merle can't get his canon death. Who goes after the governor for fucking with the group? This is the only annoying thing about the immunities is that there's a little too many. I think I added way too many. I need to also get rid of the Woodbury thing for Eliza. No! Oh no! Jenner? He hasn't done jack shit in this series. Ah, god damn it. So maybe Jenner. So Jenner in the timeline, I guess. Damn, poor Dr. Jenner, man. So Jenner is like, you know what? I haven't done shit in this series. I've essentially just been a background character. I got main cast billing now for some reason. So I'm gonna go after this asshole. All right, I'm going after him. I'm gonna prove something to myself. Prove I'm not weak. And and then the governor comes in, bites his finger off, and shoot him in the fucking chest. And I get, who the hell's gonna go after him? Okay, this character's gonna determine and kill. This person puts down Andrea. No. Puts down Jenner. Andrea. Sure, I guess. Guess they were close to this timeline. I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking. Oh, that would be perfect. I think I saw Dale and I thought it was Dale. For some reason, I'm stupid. The Shumpert reform does the character for like 2 minutes of screen time. Reform, which I hope he does because I'm so going to love this character. Okay, we got 1 odd. Even. Give me a minute. Odd. God dang it. I believe odd means he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Poor Shumpert does not make it out of season 3 alive. He is now canonically dead. Now does Hamburg live or die? He does. Hamburg's part of the casting. Hell yes. Again, if you don't know who Hamburg is, I don't blame you. Literally a nameless character, but his name's Hamburg, and thought it was funny. So we're giving our boy Hamburg. See you later, Shumpert. Alright, how many characters are going to die at the end of the season 3 finale, and one of them has to be a main? Oh, god damn it. Oh, god, it's going to be 2. Oh, no. So everyone but Judith. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll for who lives in this timeline. So we're rolling for who lives. So who's going to be the surviving member? Oh, god, Milton. Milton and everybody lives? Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm hold on, there's 4. 3 have to die. 3 side characters die. 1 main character dies. Meaning Milton dies. Okay, I got that wrong. Okay, sorry. I got that mixed up. I thought, oh god, I thought all had to be side characters and we just have to like roll for like 1 who can't die. So Milton gets killed by the governor. I guess he'll get his cannon death. That works. So who else is gonna go? Not Dale. He hasn't done anything. Okay, well it can't be Judith. I thought it was gonna be Judith. I was worried it was gonna be Judith. Yeah, that's gonna be terrible. No, it's not Judith. No! Why? Why does it have to be Hamburg? Come on, we just got Hamburg, man. Just got him, God. The governor's going after his own men. I guess he doesn't like people betraying him. And who's the final death of the season? Axel. Okay. Well, that sucks. God, is that all the prisoners? That's everyone from season 3. We have 3. Is that literally not everyone from season 3? Literally everyone from season 3. Okay. So, he gets shot in the head. So Axel gets shot in the head. The governor shoots what's his name in the head. He guts Milton, and this character gets the Andrea death. If it gets Andrea, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, again, it cannot be these 2 characters. They are the mains, even though they haven't done a whole hell of a lot. Well, Jim also hasn't done a lot, so I guess we can lose Jim. I guess we'll lose poor Jimbo. Where's Jim? So poor Jim. The governor guts Milton, and he bites what the hell's his name? Jim. How freaking tragic. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and add the main cast to here, which I believe now we're in season 4, which is, by the way, hold on, I need to look at something. Yes, I'm doing this right. And then we need to add everybody here, which is Karen, Bob, Mika, if I spell it right. I don't even know if that is right. Julio, that one character who had no lines. And I think that's everybody. Zach. I forget about Zach a lot of the time. Is that everybody? 1, 2. Yep, that's everybody. So let's go ahead and add them to the wheel real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Oh shit, I forgot to add Russ here. Russ and Merle are in a relationship. You know what? Because why the fuck not? Honestly. All right. In this timeline, Merle is gay, I guess. All right. Well, we'll go with that. Lizzie, Mika. That should be everybody. Okay. So, who gets Zach's death? Who gets their leg crushed while trying to get a bottle of alcohol? Or no, that's not how he died. He just gets his leg crushed and eaten. Why is it always the fucking kids, dude? Jesus Christ. So Mika. God, it's always the kids. Always the kids. So he gets eaten, so Mika gets bitten. It's very tragic. And does Clara chill out? And does she chill out or does she kill herself? Does Merle convince her to calm down? She does. So Merle does something right. Again, Merle is on the path of redemption this storyline, okay? He's definitely lined up, alright? After he had to kill Herschel a long time ago, he kind of regrets it. He felt like what he did was wrong, and he's been trying to redeem himself for that and being a massive racist and what he did to T-Dog all the time, okay? So him and T-Dog are... He just regrets what he did to T-Dog. He hates himself for that. Okay, we'll go with that, okay? Even though that's probably not what happened. So Karen's death. So who gets sick and burnt alive? Or burnt and burned. Who gets sick and burnt? No! Oh, no! No! Damn it, why is it Bob? Bob was like one of my favorite side characters in the show, and he gets done dirty here. Damn. Anyway. See you later, Bob. Now, who does it? Usually you're supposed to do this a little later, but I'm lazy and I'm just going to do it now. Poor Bobby. Bob Stuckey, unfortunately, does not make it. Now, who is going to get kicked out? Merle! Oh my god, you know what? You remember when I said he was on the path of redemption in this timeline? Maybe I'll just add him back. Hold on. Is there an undo? But there is no undo button. Shut up, you stupid Amber Alert, even though that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Anyway, okay, let's re-add him. We'll say he's gone, kicked out. Kicked out. For killing Bob. Oh my god! Wait, so, I got it. Hold on, this makes sense. Hold on, we can make this work. So, in this timeline, Merle is actually changed, right? He did it for the group. He did not do it because Bob was black. He did not do it for that reason. Okay, but everyone still thinks he's racist, right? Everyone still think, oh, Merle's a piece of shit. He just killed Bob because Bob was black. We only know one man. Wait, Bob was black. We only know one man who'd do something like that. And I was like, come on, man, I thought you were better than that. And he's like, no, wait, I didn't do it for that. So they kick him out. It's all a misunderstanding. As Merle has changed, T-Dog's like, man, I thought better of you. So you know what? This is what you deserve, you piece of shit. You kicked me out of the group, now you get kicked out, motherfucker. You know, fuck you. All right? He's definitely becoming character status for this reason. All right? This is cinema right here. But maybe he'll come back and kill the governor. You know, we'll see how this goes out. So. Okay, so what's a 1 for Martinez? Okay, well, fuck me. I guess he just gets his head beaten out with the golf club. Poor Martinez just gets the Joel death, essentially, so fuck. Now, who gets their head decapitated? Who gets decapitated? And Daryl will be making this line. That would make so much beautiful sense if fucking he wasn't immune and kicked out. Oh my god. No. Okay, so Jackie, who's kind of been the more moral center of the group, she's kind of taken Herschel's role, which, you know, makes sense. I think she would be, like, the more moral figure, even though she didn't have much lines. She was there important enough. So, where's Jackie? Jackie. What the fuck is Jackie? There she is. So, the governor... Let's go ahead and add these guys to the group, I guess. So, the governor takes Jackie hostage. Daryl's like, listen, we can get to come back from this, all right? My brother, I learned he was wrong for, you know, he get to come back. He learned the value of life, that it doesn't matter what color you are, all right? We don't have to do this, all right? Life is precious. I don't know, fucking, we get to come back, all right? We're not too far gone. Governor calls him a liar. He decapitates Jackie, you know? Because maybe Jackie had a hope for Merle, about not changing his racist ways. And now we need Tara and Lily. God dang. Alright, this is a very race-heavy season, alright, series, okay? Since this is the path of redemption for racism in this timeline, that's how it works, okay? Julio. So who gets shot in the back while trying to help everybody out? Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, I did do that right. Well, no. God damn it. Dale has done jack shit this entire show. He's just, I guess he's been like a background character. He would have been taken like, I don't know. Why is Carl here? Didn't Carl die like a really long time ago? When did Carl... I swear Carl died. He shouldn't be here. I just realized that. Hold on, give me a minute. Yeah, wait, Carl died way back in season 1. What the fuck are you doing here, Carl? Get out of here. Wait, whose death did he got? Amy's death. Okay, I don't know why Carl was there. That was my mistake. I'm sorry for that. I did not mean... I don't know why Carl was there. Okay, I think that's everybody else should still be alive. Yeah, everybody should still be alive. Sorry if my chair's squeaking. It's freaking insane. Oh, wait, this is way back in day. We're this is later, right here. So who got Julio's death? Dale. So poor Dale gets shot. It's very tragic, but it's yeah. So poor Dale, got shot in the back by but one of the governor's men. So that's tragic. Now, who kills the governor? Who stabs him in the back or in the chest, looking, saving everybody? T-Dog. Hell yeah. In revenge. Oh, actually, speaking of T-Dog, I actually forgot to add this little subtext for him. One hand, because he cut his hand off. So, T-Dog in revenge kills the governor. That's beautiful right there. Beautiful writing. All right, cinema. He just kills the governor in this timeline since the governor killed Martinez. Now, who's gonna get Lily's death? Who puts the governor down and gets eaten by the walkers? If it's like Russ or something, I'm gonna just cry. Oh, that's even worse. Well, she lived longer, I guess, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Fortunately, Karen puts the governor down and gets eaten by walkers. Depressing. Poor Karen. Poor Karen. Now, who will get kidnapped and become a main in the next season? Who's getting promoted to main character in the next season? Yes! Julio! Come on! Let it be. Fuck you, it's Julio, okay? It'd be funny as shit. It can't be Judith. She's a baby. She has to be a main character, like a side character till like later, okay? Alright, who is it gonna be? A part of me wants it to be Julio because it'd be funny as shit. Fuck off, we're making it Julio, okay? It was close to Julio before. It's gonna be Julio. The no-name character who died randomly. It's no main character. Julio. Because, you know what? Fuck y'all. Julio's a main character now for me. Oh my god. Because it can't. Alright, it was close enough, right? It was close enough. Alright, I need to add Abe. I always forget about Abe. Abraham is now a part of the main characters. And now we need to add Eugene and Rosita. Eugene and Rosita. And I also need to do that. We shuffle a couple times. Let's do a shuffle just so somebody's not repetitive. Let's see. Mika's death. So who gets stabbed by Lizzie? And, yeah, who gets stabbed by Lizzie? No. Okay, good. It'd be fucked up if it was Judith, but it's Lily in this timeline. So Lily is trying to calm the little, I kind of want to say psychopath, honestly, because she kind of is. But I'll be nice and say the sick kid. That's not Julio. Where the fuck? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, Lizzie. I need to put Lizzie down here. Maybe, you know what? After her sister died, back earlier in the season, she kind of broke a little more. You know, she broke a lot more. And, she blames people. She kills Lily. And, you know, maybe she hates adults for this reason. But what's your main character, puts Lily down. I was hoping it would land on Sophia so we can kind of get a Carl thing, but Maggie does it. What is up with Maggie killing children in this timeline, dude? She's like just murdering kids. She puts poor little Mika down. Oh, also, it's gonna be Merle in this timeline since he got kicked out. Maggie put Mika down and tells her to look at the flowers. Now, who kills Joe? Who bites Joe's throat out while trying to save Sophia? I guess that makes sense. Sophia or Eliza? Merle? Okay. So, Merle comes back, right? He comes back a little earlier this timeline. He sees what happens, and he bites everybody. He bites Joe's throat out like a badass. And, yeah, he bites Joe's throat out. He's like, you know what? And bites Joe's throat out. So that works. So, Merle? Wait. Oh, I'm stupid. I screwed this up. Lily got that death, and Maggie did that. Now, we already determined it was going to be Merle, so how this is going to work is maybe Merle's group, who I guess I'm going to say is Daryl, and Daryl, is Michonne still with us? Michonne's still with us. Daryl, Michonne, and Sophia, what's making Sophia? That makes sense. Are actually not gonna go and reunite with everybody until after Terminus, so that works. Now we need Gabriel, good old Gabe, who I always have Gabe R-I-E-L. I always forget how to spell his name. Bob. Now, who gets bitten and tells them that they are tainted meat? I'm gonna be depressed if it's fucking Russ. I kind of want to give him main character status. Zach. We're saying that Zach. I'm not re-rolling that. It was close to him. It was Zach. So Zach gets bitten. Zach gets bitten. And wait, Zach should die right here. Zach gets bitten. And it tells him that he's tainted meat to Gareth. It's very, very tragic. Now, who is going to... Now, speaking of Gareth, who kills Gareth? Who's like, I already made you a promise. And fucking mutilates him. Oh! Fucking Eliza, huh? Okay, we're not making it a kid. We're not gonna make her go that dark. It'd be funny though. Okay, it's just, you know, it's meant to be a kid in this timeline. All right, it's just meant to be a kid. And my tendinitis is going off. That's great. I love when that happens, when just random ringing in the ears, which kind of scared the shit out of me. But oh well, that's always fun. Let's see, take Zach off of here. Let's add Noah here. Beth. So who became a main character? Julio. That's right, Julio became a main character. So who's going to get the Beth death? Who stabs Don in the chest? Tells him, I get it now. No! God damn it. Abraham? How does that make sense? I'm trying to think. Why would Abraham go and kill her? I really am trying to think of a good reason why Abraham would even do something like that. Because I can't think of a good reason why he would go and stab Dawn for all this. He's like, maybe, you know what, maybe he was a prisoner of war at one point, right? Maybe he fought in a war. We don't know if he did. We really don't. I don't think he did. But let's say he fought in, like, Iraq or something. Right? He fought back then. And he remembers... I don't fucking know. Maybe he was just in a bad situation. I can't think of fucking anything here. Maybe he has PTSD. Maybe after, you know what? Maybe after, I'm really trying to think here, guys. I can't think of anything. Why Abraham would do something like this, you know? Maybe Abe... I don't know. Why would Abe do something like that? Because that just doesn't seem like something Abe would do. Because Abe is... I can't think. I can't think. You know what? Okay. Maybe, you know what? Maybe he was in a war at one point in his life. He was taken hostage, and he remembers the traumatic experiences that gave him, and he remembers what it was like to be a slave, a prisoner of war. Right? He remembers being there, and he goes up and is like, you know what? You ain't no better. And I can't fucking think of a reason why Abraham would do this. I really can't. If you guys have an idea, I can't think of a reason why Abraham would go and do this. But he stabs Dawn. You know what? Maybe he just has PTSD episode. He just goes, runs up to Dawn, stabs her, has a freak out moment, and ultimately shoots. And Dawn, out of reaction, shoots Abraham in the head. You know, after a PTSD moment. You know, maybe after. Yeah, we'll say that he was a prisoner of war. He had like a traumatic. He had a PTSD episode. He's gonna go attack him, but attack Dawn. But Dawn shoots him in the head. Now, who shoots Dawn for Abraham? Kind of should be like Eugene or Rosita, which we might promote. Oh my god! It's gonna be fucking Sophia. Sophia's really changed this fucking story. Holy shit! Okay, so wait, no, not. I'm sorry. That's Abe. Abe does that, and Sophia kills her. I guess maybe. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay. We'll say that. Okay. We'll say that. So, Abe had a PTSD episode, ran to kill Beth, or not Beth, Dawn, for what she did, for kidnapping Julio, and kills him in return, which, in my opinion, means we should probably promote a character to main, even though we have, like, a fuck ton of them. I feel like we need to promote Eugene. At this point, Eugene and Rosita need to be main characters, so we're gonna go ahead and promote. But how many side characters does that leave? That leaves me with fucking like 6. We're about to get to. You know what? We're about to get to. You know what? We're about to get to what's it called? What's it called? Alexandria. Anyway. So we'll go with that. You know what, we'll go with that. So, Eugene and Rosita are now main protagonists. They've become protagonists early on. Now, who's going to get Teresa's death? So, who gets bitten on the arm and ultimately bleeds out? No! No! I had a beautiful story with that, or what I was going to do, but I guess I can't do it now. Michonne. Told you, I'm dyslexic. Alright, Michonne. So Michonne, unfortunately, gets bitten on the arm and ultimately dies. Loses her arm. Gets bitten on the arm and loses it and remembers everybody from her past. As she slowly dies. So let's go ahead and add everybody from Alexandria. Even though this takes frackin' ever. Adding all these people. My stupid tendinitis is going off again. Okay. Let's go ahead and add all these side characters. Copy. We're going to take them here, and we're going to go and paste. Booyah. And shuffle. Over here. And these are all the main characters. We need to add them right here. This is going to be all our side characters. And we're going to make this part of the kingdom role. Booyah. Look at that. What's what quick thinking does for you, people. Alrighty. Sadly, Shumpert is not here. Aiden's death. So who goes and gets blown up? Becomes a little cocky asshole. Gets blown up. Eric. Damn. That's just sad, honestly. So poor Eric blows himself up trying to save her. Just gets cocky and thinks he knows better and shoots off the grenade and gets killed. At least I think that's how he died in the main show. Aiden died. I don't remember. Noah. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. So who is going to get ripped apart? And who's going to watch it? This is the character who's going to watch it. This is the character who's going to happen to. Oh, God. No, don't let it. No. Oh, no. Okay, well, it's the same. But who causes it in this timeline? Who causes it? No way. Oh, my God. It's fucked up. Russ causes it. Holy shit. But who watches? child? Oh my god, that's traumatic. So, oh my god, that's like dark. That's dark. That's just dark. That's fucked. That fucked up. Man, fucked up right there, boys. It's fucked up. So Russ is the coward and causes Noah to get killed, and Eliza watches as he gets ripped apart. Jesus Christ. That is just messed the fuck up. That's fucking messed up, man. That's messed up. Now who gets their throat slit by Pete and ultimately has it put down? Who does it? Who? Oh no. Okay, it's Olivia. I was a little worried gonna go to Clara for a minute. It's what's her name? Olivia. Not the biggest death in reality, but who puts Pete down for killing poor Olivia. Son of a bitch! Are we sure she's not the main character in this? This is the Sophia show. Jesus, she's like, this is like what, her third or fourth kill now? What is that? Is that her third or fourth kill? Hold on. She's been doing this a little too much, man. How the hell is it? Oh my Jesus God. Hold on. Sophia killed Gareth. She kills Dawn. Didn't she kill the governor or some shit? What else did she do? She did some dark shit in this story. Oh my God. Tomas! She also kills Tomas! That's right! Okay, so for a little simplicity's sake and not giving her all the fucking kills, we're gonna roll again. It cannot be fucking Sophia. It's gotta be somebody else. Okay, Andrea, that works. God. Andrea, that works. Okay, that works. She finally gets to do something in the show. She's kind of just been there. I guess she's taking Gabe's role a little. I'm sorry. I just found that really fucking funny. God. It's fucking Sophia. Should it be Sophia? Should I just keep it as Sophia? Cause that'd be really fuck it. We're keeping it as Sophia. So Sophia is on a dark fucking path. Okay, she's on a dark fucking path. Okay, now we need to add Morgan and Dwayne. Now I'm gonna kind of make Morgan and Dwayne main characters, which I know we have like a shit ton of main characters. And I really should start thinking about, like, you know, not having as many mains. Because we have, like, in total, let's see, 17 minus 4 is... What's that? That was 17 minus 4. Oh god, I'm blinking out. 13, I think. Ugh. Okay, so... That's fucked up, man. So what happens to Eastman? Gets a heads. He just dies. Okay. Eastman doesn't make it. But Morgan and Dwayne get to live. Held yes. Okay, and I also need to add Scott, Denise, and Heath. Denise, I think I said Heath. Anyway. I said add them to the main role. Scott, Denise, and Heath. Now, who is going to get Nicholas's death, and who ends up being the fake-out death? Who shoots himself in the head? Jesus, that's dark. So Tara, why would Tara do that? That doesn't really fit her character, but whatever. We'll go with it. Tara decides to end her life right then and there. She's scared. Maybe after what happened. Wait, hold on. How did Lily die again? How did Lily die? Maybe we can work with Lily's death. How the fuck did Lily die? I totally don't remember. She died weirdly. She died. How did she die? I know she did. She died. Lily should be dead. Mika. Okay. Maybe after that. Okay. I really cannot think of a good reason why that would happen. I can't think of a good fucking reason. I guess she just... Okay, maybe, she's a little more paranoid. She's just more paranoid in this timeline after her sister died. Since she thought it was a child and she doesn't really know who to trust, and Tyrese is the fake out death. That kind of makes sense in a weird way. He can be kind of arguing equivalent. You know what? Here's what we're gonna say: Tyrese and where's Matt? Is Maggie still alive? Yeah, Tori's and Maggie are dating. I think that'll be fine. I think they're kind of roughly the same age. And Deanna's death. Who gets bitten on the stomach and dies? Trying to fight walkers. No, no, no! Son of a bitch! No! Oh, damn it! No! No! Oh my god, that is tragic. Shit. That's the biggest death of the series for me. So poor, fucking Russ gets bitten and decides to, as Morgan is, or not Morgan, Merle. Merle is distraught for what has happened to, Russ. He's absolutely distraught. Now, who's gonna get the Anderson family death? And we'll try to make it make sense. If it doesn't, we'll just have to bullshit it. Okay, it was close enough to red. We're just gonna say it's the Monroe family, just for simplicity's sake. I think that would make more sense, because Clara really doesn't have anybody. Should I make her main protagonist? I feel like we already have so many main protagonists. We probably should just skip out for a few seasons until like maybe seasons like 9 or 8 or something like that. Or 10, I should say. Okay, so we're going to say it's the Monroe family. I think that make more sense. Cause Clara, I don't know who the hell... I don't know how else to make it make sense. I could have, but we're just going to say it's the Monroe family. So... And Reg. So we're going to say... Reg freaks out. Deanna sees it. Deanna or Deanna? Okay. But Spencer is like, you sons of bitches. I knew I couldn't trust you. And ultimately tries to shoot. But as he tries to shoot, first off, he gets stabbed. He gets stabbed and someone gets shot and loses their eye. Oh my god, Tyrese. I was kind of thinking this would be the guy who kills him. But I think we'll just go with the eye victim. So, Tyrese gets shot in the eye. He tries to... You know what? Or, no, it can't be Tyrese, can it? He's not even here. It can't be Tyrese. That doesn't make sense. Ha ha ha. Look at that. So, Tyrese can't lose his eye. They really want it to be Tyrese. It doesn't make sense. He's not even at this moment. Okay, it's borderline on Eugene. So just, okay. I kind of want to make it Eugene, but we'll just spend one more time because it cannot be freaking Tyrese. It could be Sasha, though. Damn, that's fucked up. So Sasha, instead of Tyrese, gets shot and loses her eye, and gets in the way of Merle. That's tragic. Now, does Owen? Oh my God, what's wrong? What? I should not be able to spell people. This is why this is why I failed school. Okay, I'm kidding, Sasha. So who does Owen reform sooner? Does Owen the Alpha Wolf become an ally of ours? He does! Look at that. We have more side characters, which we kind of need in this timeline, because we always end up with so little. So Owen actually reforms. We need to add Dr. Carson and Jesus to the main wheel. Very, very cute. Now Denise's death. Who gets shot in the head, the back of the head with an arrow, and he is now one of our mains. Reg, Deanna, and Spencer. We'll just have it be Gregory. Boom, boom. So who is going to get Denise's death? No! It's got one of the side characters who was kind of important, who kind of lived for a long time. That does not look right. I don't think it's 2 C's. I think it's 2. Yeah, there you go. Which 2 characters go to the kingdom? Let's see. So who leaves for a little bit? He just thinks it's too violent. They want to stop killing for a while, and ultimately decides to leave. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Okay, this is the build up, okay? This is the build up. If Sophia dies in season 8, this is the build up, people. She feels like she's been way too violent, like her mother, right? Okay, this works. Okay, so Sophia, who feels like she's been way too violent, she's killed everybody, right? Since season 3, she's been killing people. She feels like she needs to leave, and this person leaves with her. Merle. Merle's not going to be there? That works. So Merle is going to help her out. He's going to go to the kingdom. He's going to go to the kingdom. Is like, you know what? I'm gonna teach you this way. You know, he's gonna have a father and daughter moment, right? Because those two are gonna be like father and daughter in this timeline. That works pretty well, I think. That works really well with. Maybe it should be Morgan in this timeline and Sophia, since in this timeline, Merle has softened up, right? Merle softened up back when he saved his boyfriend Russ, and ever since then he lost him. But he softened up. He's not as hardened as he used to be. But Sophia has been going down this dark path, and she hates it. She doesn't want to keep doing this, so she decides to leave for a little while. Now, who is going to get the Abraham death? So this is what I'm going to show the big Season 6 death for the series. Who's her head crushed in? No! Oh, God. It's Maggie. Well, if it would be a little more fitting if it was like she got the Glenn death. So, we'll say she gets the Glenn death instead if the other character is a bigger character. Well, it can't be Daryl now, can it? He can't die till season 9. That feels more like the Abraham death. That feels more like the Abraham death, in my opinion. So, Andrea is going to get... Okay, so we're reversing Andrea. Andrea gets killed. I guess we could have said Andrea is kind of Glenn, because she hasn't really done anything. But we'll say Maggie, since Maggie's been here a lot longer. Alright, well that sucks. Maggie, I guess Negan in this timeline is just sexist. He just kills 2 women. Let's go ahead and just add all the saviors. Just for simplicity's sake. There, all the saviors are added. Is that everybody? Gavin. Yeah, it's everybody. So, Maggie and Andrea, where's Andrea? Andrea gets her head crushed in, and along with Maggie, well, I guess it'd be more like that. So Andrea's the first one picked. I know it's supposed to be in the reverse, but hey, this is my rewrite. I can do what I want. Anyway, Andrea is picked. Anyway, Andrea gets picked. Jesus Christ, what am I trying to say? Negan picks Andrea. He thinks she's kind of the toughest one out of them all, even though T-Dog would be more tough, but whatever. Picks Andrea and crushes her head, beats her head in with Lucille, along with Maggie. He's like, no exceptions. And I think Daryl would still do what he did in this timeline. So that works out pretty well. He was gonna get kidnapped and tortured for a little while. Eugene. Oh, that works really well. I guess Eugene. I guess that kind of makes sense. He gets kidnapped in the original timeline. He just get kidnapped a little sooner. So I guess, yeah, okay, that works. Also, I need to get rid of this Julio thing because Julio's actually not kidnapped anymore. I still find it funny he became a main. I don't even know how the fuck that happened. Okay, kidnapped, tortured. Eugene. Now, who are gonna go to the? Okay, I'm just gonna skip this one. This one doesn't matter. Now, which character is going to become a main character, and who dies? Who goes to... I feel like it should be Clara. We might make it just Clara. Could be Jesus, too. Jesus will become a main character, and we're going to say it's Clara. She hasn't done anything this series, so we'll make her a main character. So, Clara, you're a main character now, but this character will die instead. And this character's going to take the big... No! Oh, that's just sad. Poor Barbara. Again, I know she's not really that important in the show, but it's still tragic enough. So we lose her. Okay, so we're gonna say Clara, and Barb. Now, who's going to get gutted? Who doesn't even say you got no guts? And it's proven wrong. That would be beautiful. It was Nicholas Aiden. He's related to Spencer, so I guess it kind of makes sense in a weird way. So we'll just say, you know, he's a snake. You know what? That kind of makes sense. After his family died, he kind of doesn't trust Merle. And he's like, you know what, Merle's family, Merle's a piece of shit. We shouldn't trust him. Negan, you know, you should put me in charge. Merle's like, you know what? I think you got no guts, and fucking stabs him like his brother. So that works out pretty well. Now, who does Negan tell to kill? Where the fuck is Aaron? There he is. Dead. God damn it. How did I think that? So, in this timeline, Arad is homophobic. Arad is homophobic and just kills Aaron. That's sad. That's just sad. Losing my boy Aaron. Why do we have to lose Aaron? We can lose anybody but him. He's like one of the best main characters. But, oh well, we lose our boy Aaron. Big sad. Big sad. What happens to Fat Joey? Does Fat Joey come with us, or does Eugene decide to go and murder him? Fat Joey joins. He reforms and joins the group. How interesting. Good old Fat Joey is now a part of our group. For a little bit, anyway. Who gets kidnapped? Who gets kidnapped and then decides to make bulls for everybody? If it lands on Eugene, would you say Eugene got recaptured? How the fuck did it happen in the reverse? How the fuck does it happen in the reverse? Okay, so we're just gonna say it happened like normal. God, the chance that shit happening is mind-boggling. But we'll just say it happened in the reverse. Okay. We'll just say same there. I don't think it's important enough. We'll just say it happened in the reverse, just like it normally does. Because I don't know why they would kidnap Daryl for the bullet maker. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe Eugene's getting. You know what? We'll just say it's Eugene. You know what? Fuck no. We're saying it's Daryl. We'll just reverse it because it's funnier. Okay, so we got everybody here. Sophia and Merle. Now, who is going to get Benjamin's death? Now, Merle and Sophia are immune at this point, so. Shiva. Oh my god. Shiva. Shiva's dead. Sag. Okay, so Shiva. I guess, Jared shoots Shiva just right. But who gets Shiva killed? Who gets Shiva killed? Okay. So Richard decides to do the same shit, but in this timeline instead of instead of him killing a kid, it's killing a tiger. And in revenge, who kills Richard for that? Jerry. All right, we'll go with that. Old Jerry, my boy Jerry, kills Richard for that. That's funny how that turned out. That's actually really funny. I don't add any of the kingdomers. I did not add any of the kingdomers. Let's go ahead and just add all of the freaking people from the kingdom and the what's up? So it's going to take Shiva out of here, Richard out of here. So Shiva because of what happened with okay. So Jared in this timeline instead of shooting Benjamin in the leg, she shoots somehow gets a good shot on fucking Shiva, and which is Richard's fault because of the whole ordeal because he hit one of the watermelons or cantaloupe or whatever, and Gerald's like, yo, that's fucked up, Richard, and kills Richard in retaliation, and fucking Jerry should become main character after that, honestly, but that's fine. Wait, why did I make them main protagonists? I screwed up. I shouldn't have made them main protagonists. My bad. My bad there. I thought this was the other wheel. I screwed up there. Yeah, I meant to make them side characters, not the main characters. That was my fault. But yeah, so there's them. Also need to add everybody to add these guys to the side character wheel for a while. Need to add these two back to main. Alright, and we're about to get to season 8, so we're just not going to do that. Same with Merle. We should have... Yeah, okay, good. Who's going to get Sasha's death? Who decides to take a pill, commit Sudoku, and save everybody? No, 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 no! No! Oh, no. Sorry, Clara. You just now became a main. But you sacrificed yourself for the group. That is just sad. Just damn, dude. Just damn. Who's Clara after like that? Anyway, let's go and see what happens to Dwight and Jadis. Let's go and add them real quick. Dwight and Jadis. Next up is what? Who is forced in the trailer with Negan? So who's gonna get sick? Gabe usually gets promoted. I guess I'll promote one of the main characters. Who should I promote? You know what? I landed on Jesus a long time ago, so let's just go ahead and promote him to main. Why'd I guess go to Gabriel? Okay, we'll promote Gabriel to main character since he's supposed to be main right now. Even though I still think we have way too many, but it's fine. We'll add him. So this is probably the last main character I'm gonna add for R-I-E-L, R-I-E-L, E-L. I-K-L. What the hell? Okay, so this is the last main character we're gonna add for a long time. For a long time. Okay, so we're in season 8 now. Who's going to get sick and lose their eye from the infection of the Walker guts? Oh my god, I thought it'd be beautiful. It was. Oh, that would have been amazing if it was Daryl. Wait, how is it Eugene? That doesn't make any sense. How is he Eugene? He's already there. Or no, does Eugene go after him again? Wait. It's in the reverse. Daryl's kidnapped now. So Eugene went back. Let's say Eugene got sick. I guess Eugene went back and lost his eye. There you go. So Eugene gets sick and loses his eye. We'll do that. Okay, well, there's only one person left, so we're just going to say somebody kills Shane for this. Now, who kills Shane? Who shoots Shane with an crossbow? There you go. I guess it'd just be a gun in this case. Old T-Dog. Who's that? He's been around for a long time. I'm surprised. Eric's dead. So who gets shot in the stomach trying to, during a battle at one of the outposts? That just sucks. It's not even really that sad. It just kind of sucks. Poor Owen changes his ways and just dies. Speaking of Shiva, who gets Shiva's death? Who tries to fight off, to save Ezekiel, ends up not making. No. But that makes so much sense. So my boy freaking Jerry. No, alrighty, we'll do it then. That just sucks. Fucking Jerry, man. Why do you have to die like that? Such bullshit. I need to add these two. So Jerry sacrifices himself for the group. He sacrifices himself to save everybody. It's very tragic. To save Ezekiel. And, yeah. Who shoots grandmother? Grandma. Who shoots the grandma from Oceanside? Who kills that bitch? Heath. How interesting. Good old Heath. Puts her down. Now the big one. Now, Sophia is no longer immune. She's been kind of on this redemption path in a way. So who gets shot? So who gets bitten trying to save people? It's Dwayne. Fucking Dwayne gets bitten. I guess that kind of makes sense with the whole life is precious. I guess that does make sense with the whole all life is precious. We'll go with it. That makes a sense in a context. So Dwayne unfortunately gets bitten. Sucks, but that makes sense. We'll go with it. He tried to save Sadiq, but we unfortunately lose Dwayne. So that makes sense. It sucks, but we lose him. Now, does Gavin reform and turn from his evil ways? Okay, landed on heads, which is what he does. More freaking side characters. Good God. Gavin. Found Gavin, everybody. We found Gavin. He was part of the Walking Dead this entire time. But Gavin is not one of the side characters now. Wait, did I add him? Yeah, I did. Gavin changed his ways. He's like, you know what? This is fucked up. We don't need to do this. I need to add all of that. I had Sadiq. I actually don't remember adding Sadiq. I don't think I did. Let's go ahead and add Sadiq and Alden real quick. 2 Ds. I keep thinking there's 2 Qs. And Alden. There we go. Shuffle. And who's gonna get the Dr. Carson's death? Who gets shot trying to save Eugene and Daryl? The kids. It's always the kids, man. I swear it's always the kids. Because she would have been a child at this point, right? It's just sucks. This is Rachel, right? I get Rachel and Sydney confused. They look very similar to me. Alright, well, sadly, Rachel gets killed. Tobin. So who gets sliced across the chest and turns into a zombie? Well, damn. That's just tragic. Poor Benjamin gets killed by one of the saviors. Where the hell is Benjamin? I have got to remember where I put everybody. Part of me thinks Jadis died, but I know she didn't. I don't know why I thought that. Ben. Who kills Jared? Who kills Jared? Who holds Jared by his gamer hair and kills him? Yeah, there you go, for revenge. Revenge. There you go. So Daryl's like, you know what? Fuck this guy. He's gonna kill him. So good old Daryl Dixon finally kills him. Daryl does something finally. I feel like he hasn't done a whole lot in the show. Okay, now what happens? So I need to do this 4 times. So let's see. So tails, heads, tails, and heads. So 1 of each. So tails. So no, tails, yes. What's heads? Yes, and this one is tails, which is dead. So we only get to really add Laura. That's it. Everyone else is dead. So DJ, where's DJ? So Laura's alive. So dead, and Sherry is dead too. Damn, sucks. Let's go ahead and add Sherry and Negan real quick, or Laura and Negan. Negan, or he's a side character. Laura. I don't know how to spell her fucking name. Let's add our boy Negan. Again, you remember when I said Gabriel's the last main character we're adding? I accidentally lied to you all. It's actually fucking Negan. Whatever. Who killed Simon? Who had enough of Simon's shit and kills him? Which, it was Negan in the show, so it has to be a main here. Where the hell is Simon? Simon. Who kills good old Trevor Phillips? There you go, Merle. Doing something important. So Merle is actually going in reverse. So Merle's actually in the reverse ages right now. He's actually like close. So he's actually going in the reverse in this story, right? He's going in the reverse arc. But who ultimately defeats Negan? Now, if it lands on Negan, we'll just say he kind of surrenders, which I don't think Negan would do, but whatever. Eugene, eh? Okay, so Eugene slices Negan's throat and decides to save him. Now, we're in the 9th season, which means Daryl is no longer immune, everybody. Daryl will now be can potentially die now, which is actually kind of sucks. But who hates Gregory? Who decides Gregory is not worth living? Which I don't blame them for thinking, because he's a piece of shit. Well, it's Daryl. Daryl's gonna go out with a bang. So Daryl Dixon. I guess I'll take off two main characters, but it's fine. Daryl ultimately decides, you know what? We should not let him live. He's a piece of shit. And who is going to lose her arm in an accident? Oh my god, no! Oh my god, that's it's actually a little funny. So Merle has lost his arm a little sooner, a little later, but he loses his arm. Poor fucking Merle has lost his one leg. He has one arm. He is going through the fucking ringer right now, man. So poor Merle Dixon has lost everything. Jesus Christ. I am back. So who kills a rot? Alright, now who kills a rot for the saviors? Old savior fucking thing. Oh! It can't be Judas. Judas is still a fucking child. Or a baby. Not even a child. Well, I guess a child, but it's just a baby at this fucking rate. Nicholas? Okay. I guess he's done nothing really in this whole series, so we'll just say Nicholas, I guess. So Nicholas. Now, here we go. Who dies on the bridge? Who gets the big Rick death? So this is where Daryl can now die. So if it's Daryl, it's going to be tragic as hell. Oh no. No! Oh my god, but it's kind of perfect as well. Alrighty, that's tragic as shit. So Sophia, she lost immunity back in season 8, y'all. So we can't say we're surprised. She'd be a little older too. She'd be what, like 18 roughly? Yeah, she'd be about 18. She was what, 12 in the original show? She'd be about not 8. No, not 18. Not 18 at all. That would be like 6 years. It's like 3. So she'd probably be 15. So poor Sophia got killed. Damn. That's like the legacy character, even. So, Sophia, alright. Did anybody die in between then? No one else died with them. Alright. Sophia is like, you know what? I found my family after all this time. Which makes sense, you know. Merle was looking out for her. It's like, I found them, and blows herself up. And she now dies a martyr after she hated being so violent for a long time. Very tragic. Very tragic. Now, who is going to get shot? Can't be Nicholas yet. Who gets shot while trying to swindle the fucking CRM? Who fucks around and finds out about the CRM? Nicholas. Alright, I like it. Fuck yeah. Alright. You know what? Nicholas hasn't done anything in the show. He pulls a full-blown Jadis. I kind of see it. So Nicholas just dies. Now, who will leave for a little while? Who's going to leave for a while? Which main character is going to, quote, leave the show for just a little bit? Who leaves them? You know, this might be 2 main characters, depending on who it is. So who leaves the show for a while? Ultimately, it can't be Sophia. She's already dead. Come on, give me a good character. Daryl. I'm thinking about this one. You know what? We did say Daryl. You know what? Let's do it. Daryl leaves the show for a little while. He's going to go and lead the Meridian for a little bit. That kind of makes sense. Now, Daryl will actually be here in season 11. He'll actually survive for a little while. Now, who kills Jocelyn? Who will ultimately kill Jocelyn? I swear to God, if it's Merle, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Why is there 3 Merles? Well, it's Merle, which is... God damn it. He will never beat those accusations, will he? So let's cut Merle real quick. There should be 2 Merles, right? Yeah. I don't know why there was more than 1 Merle. That was weird. Or 3 Merles. Okay, so we're saying Merle kills Jocelyn. People are still a little like, again, I killed her because, she took the kids, man. I ain't that guy no more. But that's a terrible Mike Rooker impression, but you know what I mean. It's terrible. That's a terrible impression, but it works, right? It works. Next up is RJ, Dog, Tammy Rose, and all of them. Just gonna add them. Okay, so what we need to do is paste. Go here. I really should do like a new beginning tab to save all these people, but I don't think like that far ahead. Marco, there you go, Marco Polo. Okay, so we need to go ahead and add them to the main wheel. Good old dog, RJ. I get. Oh yeah, let's put Daryl in the missing category. So who? Okay, so what we're gonna do, which it may be a little weird, but stick with me. Wait a minute. I don't know if that would work actually. Could be Jadis. That could work. Lori's still around? Holy shit! How is Lori still around? What does she's with Ezekiel? I feel like that makes sense for some reason. I'm trying to think of somebody he would get together with who's like roughly his age. Jadis? I think that could make sense. Maybe Merle and Jadis got together after a while. Because they're roughly the same age, right? I was kind of thinking Sasha, but I think Sasha... How old is Sasha? I think Sasha's a little young for him, though. You know, he's like in his 50s or 40s. She's kind of in the same category. I think she's like in early, like late 20s, early 30s at this point. Or late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s or something. I guess this could work, and that could work. And then we'll just say RJ. Instead of RJ, it's going to be... instead of Rick Jr., because they weren't that close, who would he name his kid after? Could be Daryl Jr.? That'd be a little weird because his brother just left. Because he's looking out. Because he's not really looking out for Judith. Judith, that's Lori's kid, and Lori's still around somehow. Maybe Ed. Maybe Ed Jr. He's EJ now. Oh my god, sorry. Ed Jr. We'll go with that in honor of his first love. With Ed Jr. It's Ed Jr. in this timeline. All right, it's Ed Jr. That's RJ. But just have him imagine it's a white kid, not a mixed race kid, because I would have made it Michonne. That's what I was wanting to do a long time ago. Like if Michonne lived, I would have. That's what's making him immune, because I don't think killing him off would ever be okay. I would have made it Michonne. I would have made it Michonne's kid, like Merle and Michonne's kid, because remember Merle stopped being racist at this point. He stopped being racist like back in what, season 4 or 5? Yeah, 4. But everyone didn't believe him because he was still kind of an asshole back in season 3. There was a little bit of redemption arc starting, but he became like a full non-racist in 3 or in 4. And I would have had him marry a black woman like Michonne to complete the arc. But fucking she died back in goddamn season, what, 5? So it doesn't work. Maybe I should retcon her death and just replace Jadis with her or some shit. I don't know. Whatever, it works. It's sad. Whatever. Fuck me, I guess. Jocelyn needs to die. I guess we'll say it since it was Merle. People are still like, Merle, have you still not changed? It's like, listen, okay, I have, but she kidnapped my shit, the kids, all right? She kidnapped my kids. I guess Eliza would be an adult now, right? Yeah, she's about to be an adult. I guess she'll go and date Sam. I guess Sam would be fine. They're roughly the same age, I think. Maybe she's a little younger than him, but I think it'd be fine. Jed. Who lights Jed on fire? Since in the show was a main character. It was not Merle. Fucking, what is her name? I can't remember. Morgan. Okay, so Morgan's a bed and been in the whole Life is Precious thing. So Morgan, and then oh god, who's gonna get Jesus' death? So Morgan kills Jed. Tragic. And then I need to go ahead and add all the season 9 characters, because, well, it's season 9. Blah, blah, blah. And then the character we're about to pull up is going to be... We'll take the Jesus death. So who gets stabbed in the back by a whisperer? by a whisperer. Also, since Daryl left, I don't think anybody would go with him. I think he'd just be alone in this timeline like Maggie was. So who gets stabbed in the back by a whisperer? Whisperer. Cannot be Merle yet. Merle can't die yet. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that sucks. Okay, so because of that, we'll add Sam as the main protagonist. God, Eliza. That's how Eliza goes out. I'm surprised. Eliza didn't. I thought she lost a body part, but she didn't. Okay, let's go ahead and add Eliza. So for this, since I think she would be dating Sam, maybe Henry. Maybe we should make Henry a main character, but Sam's been here longer, and they're roughly close to the same age, I think. So poor Eliza, who would have been an adult by this point, gets killed by one of the Whisperers, and Sam is now a main character. And we add Lydia, Ozzy, and Alec. Weird name there, but whatever. Now we got to do the heads on pikes. One of my favorite parts of this. So we've got to roll 2 d20s and see in the higher number. 11. 11. Okay, that's fair. Now we have to have 2 main characters. So 8. Okay, so I guess 8 main characters are dying, or 9 main characters. I can't math. So 8 main characters, side characters are dying with 2 main. So 2 main characters are getting their heads decapitated. So we're gonna lose Magna. Okay, let's also just do this right here. So it's going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. That's a pretty healthy number. I think that cuts the cast down just enough because we're like, what? Yeah, we have 39. Okay, maybe we should have gotten D20. Anyway, so we lose Magna. That's number 1. Magna. We lose her. Lose Magna. And we get her killed 2 main characters. That's something we're supposed to do, but I never updated it. We lose Dr. Carson. Alright, Dr. Carson. Very tragic. Who's after Carson? Who's Carson? Who's the next? Heath. Lose Heath. Who's after Heath? Lose Addie. Okay. Okay. Also, I need to promote Ezekiel. I keep forgetting to do that because in Season 9 he does become a main, even though I said we're not going to do it for a while. Yumiko. Number C. Alright, let's see. We got to do number 6. Laura, thank God, because I honestly forgot how to spell her name. Alright, Laura. Did I spell it? Yeah, that's a Chinese supposed to spell it. I don't know why I didn't add them. Yeah, Laura 7. Who's after Laura? How many main characters? We have to kill off 2 main characters. Not Nabila. Well, I guess it's actually not. It's still tragic, but not as tragic because I guess she didn't have kids in this version. Well, no, she probably had kids with somebody else, but they're not important enough. Number 9. So is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one where. Oh no, 2 more, and then we have to do 2 main characters. Poor Kelly. Poor Kelly. Lose Kelly pretty quick. Lose Kelly. There's only Y. What happened? E. And the final side character. Well, it can't be Sam because he just got promoted to me. I guess because well, should I? Screw it. Sam is also a side character. You know, right? We lose both. We lose Sam and, wait. No, we already promoted Sam. My bad. We're gonna say it was Ozzy, since Ozzy was actually the one right underneath him. So it's going to get rid of Ozzy. So So we get rid of Ozzy. So that should be everybody. Yep. Now it's time for the main character. So who is the first main character to go? Thank God, it cannot be Merle. He cannot die to the last season. Oh God, this is gonna suck. No, 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 no! Oh no! They got fucking Negan. Well, hell, wait, then. Wait a minute. If Negan dies, then how does the story unfold? Since this is kind of why I've always considered giving Negan full immunity for the series, just because half the story won't make sense without him. We'll just think of somebody. So, alright, so we lose Negan. Son of a bitch. Why do we have to lose my boy Negan? And then here's the last one. Okay. No, 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 no. Goodbye, Julio. You were the best of us. Goodbye, Julio. You were the best of us, brother. Oh, that sucked. We lost fucking Julio. Let's go ahead and add, what's his name? Jules and Coco, since Rosita are alive. And I'm going to go ahead and promote Jesus and okay, I'm going to go ahead and promote Jesus and Ezekiel to mains, since they were supposed to be mains earlier. So, Jesus and Zeke are now mains. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We got some replacements. Next up is, does Francie... Okay, hold on. Actually, what I need to do is actually put them in the dead category. Lydia... Let's go ahead and add Lydia, Alec, Ozzy, Alec. These two are both dead. Everybody else is fine. So Jules and Coco, just to kind of complete that. Alpha and Beta. Then Alpha, and then Beta. Now let's go ahead and do all the dead characters, which should be Magna, Dr. Carson, Heath, Addie, Yumiko, Heath, Addie, Yumiko, Laura Nabila Kelly, Laura, Bila, and Kelly. That's like, oh my god, that's like almost half of fucking Magnus group. Ozzy, Negan, Julio. Ozzy, Negan, Julio. Ozzy, Negan, Julio. Ozzy, Negan, then Julio. Damn it, why did we have those? Julio. He could have survived the whole series. Does Francine join? Does she join the coalition? Nope, she does not. She dies. So, she still dies the way she dies. I believe she died, if I remember right, because I'm more fuzzy with season 10. She dies... How does she die? She dies by her sister, Gamma. Gamma gets her killed. Who lets Negan out? So, instead of who lets Negan out, who is going to go undercover for the Whisperers? Like, who's going to play the traitor? Lori. Okay. So she has to get something to do. Is a whisperer, quote unquote. Whisperer. Is a whisperer, quote unquote. That's a whisperer. So I need to go whisperer. Is a whisperer right now. She is a pretend whisperer. So I just put, I guess, NA since Negan's fucking dead. Not applicable. Who goes Brandon? I guess I'll just make it Lori. You know, let's just make it Lori. I guess that makes sense. Whatever. Who gets Sadiq's death? Who gets their neck snapped by Dante, and who kills Dante for it? You're assholes. You're just assholes, you know? Sometimes this wheel's just an asshole. God damn it. Wait, did Siggy die? Or am I just stupid? I'm just stupid. Same old fucking same old. But who killed him? Merle Dixon. Yeah. So, same. Merle. God damn. I hate when that shit happens when... Why? Why did we freaking have to lose him? And who am I adding? Who the fuck am I meant to be adding right now? Gamma. Just damn. Why? Just... God damn it. I hate that we lose CD. He was one of my favorites. I don't know. I really like CD. He's an underrated character in my opinion. He's not... He should have been a main. He should have been a main. Felt like a main. Even when he did the whole Nirvana cover at the end in season 10. Alright, who gets Laura's death? Who gets, Who does Beta go and beat the shit out of against the bars? I guess we're just meant to lose the entirety of Magnus group. So we lose Luke, which sucks. Which kind of makes sense, I guess, because Luke was kind of gone for most of the season anyway. So, oh well. We lose good old Luke. Who gets Gamma? Who does Beta gut like a fish? Damn. That's just sad. It's gonna be Marco. Marco Polo. Alright. Marco. Now who gets bitten trying to save the kids from the hilltop? Can't be a junior. He's immune. It's his wife in this version. Okay, well, that works. So, unfortunately, Tammy Rose gets bitten. Let's call it Tammy. Tammy. Skip this. We're gonna skip the extra battle death. I don't get the point of it. Actually, I do get the point of it. Fuck it. Let's do it. So, let's do it. I don't do it often. So, who else is gonna die? I'll make it a side character. But it wasn't a side character, so... We lose goddamn Enid. That sucks. Oh shit. Also, I need to do something. Season 10. Boop. That's it. Shit. Oh no. Oh, I forgot something. Fucking Herschel. Because Maggie died back in season 7. But I've been missing, I guess. Because he's missing the show. He just died. Damn. There's no Herschel in this timeline. I mean, maybe we could say it's these two kids. Just say he's black. Sure, let's do that. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it should be Daryl's kid. But who would he knock up? We would have to knock somebody up in between that now and then. The only person I can see is Jesse. You know what? I forgot this. You know what? This is something that actually happened a long time ago. I just didn't say because fuck y'all. Because fuck me, I guess. This is actually what happened. All right. Jesse also left. Jesus, Jesse also left, right? Also, yes. By the way, he's bi. By the way, Merle's bisexual. I totally forgot to say that. That totally is what happened. I totally didn't forget. Oh my god! I should have made it fucking T-Dog and Merle. That wouldn't have worked. But he'd be funny though. Okay, where am I? So, which two main characters are going to leave? Are going to go to the not hilltop, but which two main characters are going to leave and which minor are going to become a main? I'm going to make it the White. I think this makes sense. Well, it can't be Lori. She literally can't. It can't be Lori right now. She's gone for a minute. She's dealing with a Whisperer thing. It can be Tyrese. That's believable. Tyrese. There you go. Alright, so let's take away Tyrese. And who leaves with Tyrese? Jesus. Okay. You know what? I can believe that. I think that makes sense in a weird, bizarre way. So there's all our mains. So these are obviously all the main characters that left for a while. I also need to remove Jessie from this pile right here because she's not actually a main anymore. Or side anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Who kills Alpha? Who decapitates Alpha? I guess Lori's sleeping with Alpha this entire time. Zeke. Hell yeah, Ezekiel gets to do something pretty badass in this timeline. I guess he doesn't have. I guess with his cancer, he's like, you know what? We're gonna be more reckless this time. So Zeke kills him. So that's pretty epic. And then main character death. Who will die in the replacement of Michonne leaving? No! Oh, that's awful. He's been like one of the mains for so long. God damn it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to kill him off. I refuse to do it. He should not have died. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to kill T-Dog. He's been around for so long. God damn it. He's had such an arc too. Fine. You know, in his final words, say maybe during the Whisper War, right? He gets shot with an arrow and infected. He gets stabbed. He's bleeding out. He tells Merle, "You're a good man, Merle Dixon," and he dies as he forgives him for all those years ago. Tragic, just tragic. God damn it, man. The tragedy of this, the entire fucking tragedy. Oh my god. It's just tragic. There's no other words to say. It's nothing but tragic when we lose a good OT dog. Let's go ahead and add all these people. Now, also, I want to clarify that it isn't going to be Herschel Reed. It's going to be Herschel Dixon. Okay, and he's also going to be immune. I don't want to kill any of these kids off because, you know, they're kind of the main characters. Kids. The reason Herschel is... Just imagine Herschel's a white kid. Just imagine that, okay? Alright, who kills Beta? Who stabs Beta through the eyes and had enough of Beta's bullshit? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Lori does it. Lori actually gets to do something in this storyline. That's interesting. She hasn't done anything in this whole show for majority of it. So who's sleeping with Leah? Who joined? This person will eventually kind of join the Reapers for a little bit. Zeke. Interesting. So good old Ezekiel. I'll call him Zeke because it's easy to spell. So Zeke leaves for a little bit. He's going to go join the Reapers for a little while. Interesting. Now, something I'm going to do. I guess I shouldn't have added Sam if I'm doing the storyline, but whatever. Maybe, you know, Sam just didn't want to leave. Kind of just thought his home was Alexandria. So Daryl and Jesse are back with their son. And now who's going to do... Alright, so there we go. So that works. So who kills themselves as the walkers are coming in? So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to copy. So who decides to stab themselves? Gavin. Damn. So Gavin ultimately decides to be a coward and stab himself in the chest. Excuse me. Also, we need to bring these guys back. So poor Gavin decides to end his life. Who gets Cole's death? Who ultimately just gets randomly murked by one of the Reapers? Damn. They did that shit to an old man? That's fucked up. Alright, pretty fucked up. Alright, who gets Duncan's death? Who is going to get stabbed like Cole did, but slowly bleed out instead of Cole? I did add them, right? I did. Always with the fucking kids, I swear. Henry is now dead. Oh, also, I forgot. Merle is no longer immune, meaning Merle can now die in the show. Oof, that's scary. I don't want to lose Merle. He's been pretty awesome in this timeline. He's redeemed himself. Agatha. Now, who's gonna get Agatha's death? Now, I think this is just like a Reaper sneaks up on him and kills him. But I could be 100% wrong on that. It's Frost. So Frost, kind of an odd name in my opinion, but Frost, Oh shit, I totally forgot to add these guys. You know what? We're just gonna add everybody from. What? This is what we're gonna do. Just add everybody from Reapers. Not dire. Almost done. There we go. Frost. That's Frost. And then we gotta take Frost out. Okay, so who will get the Frost Death? Who does Ezekiel torture to get information out of him, but ultimately Pope puts an end to them? Oh no! Oh, that's terrible. Poor fucking Lydia, man. Where's Lydia? Also, let's put Daryl back with his brother, with his fam. Where's Daryl? Where's Daryl? Where's Cole? Oh no, it wasn't Cole, it was Lydia. God, that's just sad. Now, who kills Pope? Now, in the main show, it was Leah who did this. So, I guess it'll just be one of our mains. That would make sense. Merle Dixon, eh? I guess we're, Merle kills Pope. And who kills Brandon Carver? Who loses their shit for a quick second and, stabs him in the chest. That should make sense in this timeline. So it's Daryl in this timeline. That makes way too much sense. Daryl Dixon does it. Now, who will get one of the last few main character deaths? So who gets Alden's death? Who got stabbed originally and slowly bled out? It's Jesse. It's Daryl's wife in this timeline. So poor Jesse is unfortunately stabbed by one of the Reapers not that long after they came back and slowly died. So let's go ahead and take away Pope. Let's take away Brandon Carver. And we gotta take out Daryl's wife, Jessie. Very tragic indeed. Okay, then we're gonna add pretty much all the Commonwealth people. And let's go ahead and all our Commonwealth people. I just realized this Coke. Coke. Princess Virgil Mercer, my boy Mercer. One of the best new main characters. Tommy, even though I swear, Tommy. Even though I swear, Yumiko pronounced his name at first as Tommy. I don't know if that was me. Tommy. I swear to God that's what happened, but again, I am known to be hard of hearing at times. But that could have been just me. And we got Annie. Negan's wife. I don't know who it would be in this timeline. I guess maybe she's just a survivor they picked up or something. And who killed Toby Carlson? In the main show it was Aaron. Who was in this one? Did I add? I didn't. Okay, what is it? It was Lori. That's fine. Doesn't really matter on this one. So Lori kills Toby Carlson. Dwight. There you go. Dwight Teresa. Jesus. So we're gonna say Lori kills Lori kills Toby Carlson. Now, who's going to get Marco's death? Who gets shot in the head as they return to, what's it called? Home. Hilltop, that's what it's called. Who gets shot in the head? Oh, returning to Hilltop. Don't know why Annie was there instead, but Annie was there instead and got poor Marco's death. What was it? We're gonna say it was Annie and Carlson died before. So what's next? Who kills Leah? Then who kills Leah, Sebastian, and Lance? So who kills Leah? Who shoots Leah in the back of the head after Lance hires her to kill everybody after? Damn, Zeke's really pulling off main character vibes right now, man. He's like the second fucking Sophia in this timeline. Alright, so who accidentally kills Sebastian? Sam, that kind of works. And who kills Lance? Who shoots an arrow at Lance's neck while he's trying to plead for his life? Or try to plead that he's going to work with them. Lori? Damn, Lori really is just becoming like one of the mains here. And who's going to lose an arm? Who loses their arm? And who gets bitten and loses their arm? Like brother, they both lose their fucking arms. Daryl Dixon gets bitten and loses his arm. Dear Lord. There should be 2 Daryl. Is there 2 Daryls? Or 1 Daryl? I just see 2 Daryl. 1 Daryl. Is that a second Daryl? Daryl. So we can so he can do stuff. Daryl. Can't believe I screwed that one up. Good old Daryl Dixon. Daryl. 1 arm. So Daryl got bitten at the end, and he yeah. So Daryl got bitten on the arm, and they had to hack off his arm. I think Merle probably did it, as he has only 1 arm and leg. I keep forgetting that for some reason. Then who gets shot in the finale? Who gets shot? Who does Pamela Milton accidentally shoot? Quote, accidentally shoot. Gabriel. So Gabriel gets shot, which is kind of interesting. So Gabriel got shot. Pamela Milton shot the priest, R-I-E-L, which is fine. So, so this right here, this is going to be the big series finale death. And now we got to roll how many people are going to die at the end of the series. 16. That's a pretty healthy number. Alright, so 16 people are going to die. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this character, so the final character who dies is going to just get bitten like he did in the show. Damn. Tobin does not make it. So good old Tobin does not make it. So we lose Tobin. Very, very sad. So lose good old Tobin, whatever his last name was. We lose Sydney. Thought we lost Sydney a long time ago, but I guess not. Sydney. Lose Sydney. No, I guess we just never lost Sydney. Who's next? Gage. Gage. So we lose Gage in this timeline. We lose Gage, which is completely fine with me. No one really fucking liked him. We lose Alden. Pretty similar to a main show. I guess he was a main character, but at the same time, I don't count him as a main character. I mean, he got main cast building, but he really wasn't a main character. He's a glorified side character, in my opinion. Maybe, did Alden die before? No, he's around here somewhere. I just can't find him. Okay, which death are we on? We're on our 5th death. We lose Agatha. Okay. Alright, Agatha. Was her. Where is. Alright, there's Agatha. Who's after that? Can't be a junior. We'll say it's Tommy since he was right there and I don't want to spin again. So we lose Tommy. I guess in this timeline he was just a close doctor that the group know. I really don't know. I don't know how I can make that part of the story really work without Yumiko. But all well. We lose Dwight. Wait, I thought Dwight got... Yeah, no, Dwight's main character now, right? Yeah, he got promoted to main. So we'll say it's Max. Max got killed somehow. She got eaten during the herd. Fucking great if I could find it. We'll say it was Max since it was right there. And we'll spin again. Because Dwight can't die. Dwight could die. He actually gotten the main character death. But, Dwight isn't a side character anymore. I promoted him. I promoted him to main. Connie. Okay, Connie's dead. Wait, isn't that everybody from Magna's group now? Or I guess I should say Yumiko's group, really. Yeah, that literally is everybody. Everybody. That fucking sucks. Who's next? Can't be Herschel. Say it's Alec. Okay, we're down to the last 7 deaths. So it's gonna be... Aw, damn. Poor Mercer. It's gonna be Mercer. Diane. Poor Diane. Who's Diane? Lose Fat Joey, son of a bitch. I was kind of hoping he would actually somehow make it out of here alive. Part of me was hoping part of me was hoping he would somehow make it out of all this craziness, but no, we don't get to get that ending. We get to lose Fat Joey. Who dies after Fat Joey? Let's say it was Virgil. Let's just say it was Virgil, because no one really gives a shit about Virgil. Like, honestly, who cares? Who cares about Virgil? Virgil was like a nobody. He literally like disappeared at one point. All right, we lost Virgil. Not that sad of a death. I know I misspelled it. You don't have to tell me. Who died after Virgil? Damn. Balsadis kid. The reason alright, I guess I'll be fine with that kid dying, because it's not a technical legacy character, so we'll lose Coco. So Rosita's still around for now. That's tragic. We'll lose Coco. And this is the final side character? Is this the final side character? This is the final side character. Then we gotta see who the big main character is. It's gonna be Jadis. Which is, oh, that's Merle's wife in this timeline, which is... Yeah, I know it was an odd choice, but it was kind of out of ideas here. I was wanting it to be Michonne to kind of parallel Rick and the whole racist storyline, but, well, some things aren't meant to be. So sadly, we lose Jadis, and who is the big main death? Eugene. A little disappointing, actually, it being Eugene, but I guess instead of Merle or Rosita, it was Eugene. So we lose Eugene. A little disappointing. But we're almost done. We're at the very end. Now, do they kill Pamela Milton? So instead of putting her in jail, do they decide to kill her? They do. They take Pamela Milton down. So Pamela Milton, Merle's like, you know what? This is just wrong. We're gonna kill her. And they pop a cap in her ass. Alrighty, and then who will become the governor of the Commonwealth? A lieutenant governor. We're going to roll for governor and lieutenant governor. I think that'd be fair. Okay, we're going to have Jesus. Okay, so Jesus is governor. That could make sense. So Jesus. Who's lieutenant governor? I might switch it around if it lands on a bigger character than Jesus. That really makes sense. I don't know what it is. Lori, huh? As lieutenant governor, and as lieutenant governor, it's going to be Lori Grimes. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Lori Grimes anymore. It would be who did I say she was banging? I literally forgot who I said her second husband was. I don't think I did say who her second husband was. If I didn't, I'll say it was Ezekiel. It was Zeke, because they're probably similar in age, right? But okay. So in the end, Jesus and Lori are now the leaders of the Commonwealth, and that is going to wrap up The Walking Dead rewrite with Merle and Daryl as the main protagonists. And oh lord, what a journey that was. A lot of characters actually survived in this timeline. I have no idea how Lori made it out of all this. That's amazing. And maybe she did die and I just forgot, but she's alive now. But man, what a crazy story this was. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of this video. If y'all want to see more, let me know. This was really fun. Sorry for some background noise. I can't help it. It's midday. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye-bye.